Who and or what was added? That's this. Alright, and welcome to Walkthroughs Gameplay Video or videos of Battlefield 1, Xbox One. There's one thing we're playing Battlefield 1 again, and they just released new expansion, which is not free, but it's part of the premium pass, of course. And I'm not quite sure if, I mean, you should be able to get it separately. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, so yeah, well, what just released a couple days ago. I'm not quite sure when, but sometime this week they released the new expansion, which you maybe already guess what it revolves around if you don't know already. I mean, I've been able to guess because you might not know World War I very well. Like I didn't know. Like for me, I only know what German uniforms look like generally and what French British uniforms look like generally. Not really American, and definitely not these guys. Which this is the name, in the name of the Tsar expansion. Still don't know what that means. It is the addition of nationalist Russia, the Russia that was before Soviet Union and the Federation of Russia. The nationalist Russia or imperialist Russia, the Empire of Russia, was around for a couple hundred years, maybe 200 years, not quite sure, after I think all the kingdoms in the area got together and decided, you know what, we want to be Russian now, so we are Russian. And then, of course, during World War I, the communists decided to rise up and say, you know what, we're tired of being semi-good guys, now let's be really, really bad guys / anti-hero, good kind of bad guys. So that's what they did, and they revolutionized. That stopped them dead in their tracks from World War I. They signed a peace treaty with the German-led alliance, which Russia was a part of the Allies in World War I as well, or the British French-led alliance, and then was eventually American-led because America. And yeah. That's pretty much it. This expansion adds exactly... What can we do exactly? It adds 5 maps, all taking place around Russia. Adds supply drop game mode, adds 2 new operations, adds 2 new factions, which, Russia, adds 6 new vehicles, and a ton of weapons. For every... Actually... 2 for assault, 2 for all the classes. Aside from the pilot, which only gets 1. Alright, that's interesting. And I believe that's pretty much it. So that's a pretty big expansion. Again, it was just released for, it's just released for premium owners. So yeah, and then also tons of bug fixes and just general making the game better. So yeah, well, let's start. It's gonna be interesting. You know me and Russia stuff. I'd like it as much as British stuff, which is less actually. I like it a little less of British stuff most of the time. Cause I mean, I respect British stuff at least, kinda. Not only okay, maybe part of the time I respect British stuff. You know, their tanks are always breaking down for absolutely no good reason. I'm big sure. Their guns are funny looking and funny working. However, Russia stuff is much worse than that. You know me, I always pick on Russian stuff. Russian stuff's terrible. They just have different standards than we do in America. Like, for example, when Russia makes a weapon, it makes a weapon for a complete moron. Because they can't trust their soldiers to do anything, apparently. I mean, that started in the Soviet Union, where they couldn't trust their soldiers to do anything because they were conscripts, which they didn't give any training because they wanted to get as many people onto the battlefield as possible to kill things and not care about the lives of the people deploying the battlefield. Which World War I was not that much different. Aside from, I think nationalist Russia was even more archaic than Soviet Union was when it entered World War II. So, Yeah, I mean, later Soviet Russia, mid to late Cold War, sure got more advanced. Pretty got more advanced, but I still think it's gonna. Looks like you're offline. I'm not offline. So yeah. Now I saw story what happened in World War One is they got started with the Allies, then they revolutionized into Soviet Union, and Soviet Union didn't want to fight the Germans anymore, which the Germans may or may not probably did influence the Communist Revolution to get it started and get them off their back. So the Germans will only be fighting on one front instead of two. If only Hitler had that forethought in World War II, but then we might have lost if Russia was actually working with the Axis instead of working with the Allies. So yeah. Maybe. Okay, no, I'm American. We're probably not going to. We probably won't have lost. It would have just been slightly more challenging and more exciting, but oh well. Alright, yeah, so rest of stuff in World War I, what do I know about it? I don't know any of it at all. Aside from the Tsar tank, I know that. It was one of the first and one of the few super tanks to actually be prototyped and be made. Not into mass production, of course, but to actually get going. But actually to be, made into a prototype and actually move on its own. However, because it was just a gigantic tricycle, and then when I say gigantic, I don't mean by World War I terms, I mean just gigantic in general. I'm pretty sure I can fit a mouse inside of its wheels, I think. Or at least, not a mouse, but a Sherman at least. And basically, it was made of gigantic wheels, which, in theory, will allow it to cross trenches with wheels. And wheels would allow it. I don't think they really thought that much through it. That you just thought, diameter wheels are big enough to cross trenches, that's good enough for us. However, they forgot the point that, the whole point of making treaded vehicles, or using caterpillar tractor treads on armored vehicles is because of how the distribution of weight is for a track. Which, the longer the track is, the more weight it's distributed, because there's, because the weight is applied flatly to a surface instead of basically being forced into one pin on the surface of the ground you're moving on, which these wheels did exactly the opposite. Which they just put the entire tank's force onto the bottom of the wheel, which caused it to get bogged down in the forest as it killing some trees. Because the Russians. But then again, Americans would kill the trees with the guns and run them over. And they kill more trees with guns and then run them over. So yeah. Anything else I know about Russia? Wait. Why are you not working? This happens sometimes. Still 6 war stories completed, so they had a Russian war story? Does not appear so. Okay, let's do this then. Yes. Yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm not quite sure why I can connect to the servers. You're offline about the campaign, what? I mean, that thing was a couple days ago. We'll give it like a minute. Oh, wait. Alright, guys, just a restart. Alright, so, no battle packs for the Tsar. Resolutions. Well, that guy's still German. No thanks. Oh, which far away? There was a One's I already have, please. I get scared of the price. Like, wait a second, I got so many. Wait, no, I don't. Oh, those expansions. My vehicle should be here just to check. Don't see any new. Looking, they might not show up. Okay, let's see server browser then. The filter. Reset. Alright, what are the new maps? I'm looking for Glacia, Brusilov Keep, Albion, Tower of Sinia, Vogler River. I mispronounced all of them probably. Apologize for that. If I've never heard it said before, I probably won't say it right. You're here. Oh, it says right there too. And these are all the new maps. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so all these, please. I got my own maps. I mean, it is expansion after all. DICE doesn't call these expansions for none. Only two. Oh, you can save your different filters? Okay, that's cool. Be back. Fremont Early Access, that explains a lot. Alright, what's US East? Oh, wow, everyone's playing. Oh, they said Terrible Pig. And America, yeah. Yeah, this is US East. I'm just having terrible ping right now. I guess because I just updated, so I mean better on US West, unless it's lying to me. I got a lot of people on it. It's Conquest, so let's go. Do the Russia. Well, they don't look too bad. I mean, I gotta admit, there's a hurricane by the barrel down, but it's not here yet. It hasn't even touched the state yet, as far as I know. Which will be glacier watchings in the future, or just don't know about American hurricanes at the moment. That would be Hurricane Emma. Oh, wait. I've been hearing it said all day. I've been hearing it said for like all day for the past past week. Irma? Yeah, Irma is what they call it. Which, by the way, it is going to hit next to where I live. Or if I get unlucky, which you know me, I'm very lucky, so unlikely that's supposed to happen. But it could hit where I live. And of course I live in Jacksonville. Well, so my physical body, my driver's license is this story, and it's actually my parents' residence. I actually live to the southwest of Jacksonville. My parents live in Jack's Beach, which is east Jacksonville. However, if you know the region, if you hear the warnings, don't worry. They're in Jack's Beach, but we're playing the Russian shore. Russian Empire. Okay, that's better. Let's go. Oh, Charlie, Duff, Edward, Fred, George. I don't know if these are for Russian, special Russian things. All right, we'll go one for right now, and let's see the new guns. I should check it in. Sure. Oh, that's the Russian flag, all right. With the Russian Empire insignia, which I'm more used to, which is the bird, the yellow bird. Ah, come on. Gas, go put gas back up. But anyway, so yeah. Oh, fire two behind me. What the? That's you.
An enemy armored train is en route.
There's more trains in this a lot. You take that off. Before I rush a gas vest, I'm not like that at all. That actually were the worst gas vests of the war. Got a pistol kill, alright. Actually, no, I didn't. They're basically the worst guys since the war, and they never really improved until the modern day, to be honest. Sure. I thought so much. Anyway, so yeah, they're in like flood zone C, so they're pretty removed. And by the way, the entirety of Jack's beach, the beach part, is going to be evacuated. It's that bad, and also it's also that bad that Georgia east of I-95, which is the main interstate of this region, is that's not good. Is also going to be evacuated, and it's going to start Friday. Jared, what's you? Ah, missed. It's going to be that's a new gun. It is going to be evacuated Friday, and then even South Carolina is going to be evacuated like Monday. So yeah. I'm serious. I will be making a video, and hopefully be the last video. I should make it the last video on my channel, and it'll probably be after this session, or I might even play a Rising Storm 2 before. So okay, let's customize. I want to look at shotguns. What you know? Oh, we can get more variations. That's nice. Actually, it would be better just to look in the main menu, to be honest. Oh, there's some train. Let's kill it. Or at least do some tons of damage. Go run. Spawn in by spice box. Spawn in that place.
We are losing objective butter.
You don't see me train. Okay, let's ambush it. I thought she doesn't show it on the map. Oh, they stopped that cheating. Don't want to throw a grenade in there, no, that's fine.
We have lost objective butter.
Oh, they're capping B, but no. I was going to say about the furlongs of tree. It's going to take more than all the stuff I have on me. Oh, horses! Surprise! Surprise, and guess that's more needed. Is the train empty? Oh, don't tell me it's empty. Is that even possible? I want to get up there. I think rushing the front is the best idea. Oh, that's shitty. I think rushing the front is the best idea because, you know, there's one guy in the front, and it's a cannon. But if you don't see you, it's fine. Nope. Please don't come after me. Okay, rush it! Forward! The Russian strategy of rushing it. Stop running away, train! Stop it! It's cheating! Yeah, let's get B then. Sure. Train can run away. Cheating. Cheater. I like his map, by the way. It's Russia, so ugh. I don't like Russia. You know, I don't like the land Russia either. Very much. Oh, sure. Ah! I hit him! But I didn't get him. I did a third of damage to him, okay. I mean, I think most of my shields went over his head, to be honest, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Let's spawn B, can't spawn B. Spawn the friend. I want to start playing with a squad because I like to be a mobile spawn point. And yeah. And spawn my squad's not bad either. Okay, there's the train. Let's do some damage. Let's spin. Oh, we win. All right, nice. What our first match? Oh, I can vote now. That's cool. I'm not sure where to go. Oh, we were fighting the communists. Okay, I'll take that. Or at least I assume those are communists because red on gold. So let's follow these guys. Why not? Wait, yeah, that's the other new faction, the Red Faction. The Red Army. Highlights. That's the only thing I put an emblem on myself. I don't think I did for the event. I got 5th on... I tried to go 5th on store, okay. School boy, what you got? Yeah, I was gonna say I got on the top without doing much. Cause I just spawned in. That's not too bad. And I didn't really see any bad. I didn't. I didn't. Things felt okay to me.